All right, guys. We are on the floor at Concrete Decor Show 2013. I'm at the Deco-create supply booth. And I just want to tell you, this booth is really impressive. For the space, I think it's a 10 by 20. And what Jason has done is really fantastic. And what immediately caught my eye was this countertop that is completely suspended without wires, without anything underneath. It's just really, really cool. It's like an illusion, a magic trick. And I was like, what is going on here? He's defied all the laws of gravity, and he's done such a brilliant job, and it looks fantastic. The mirrors, it's just really, really, really nice. Jason, how you doing? Good. As always, good to see you. Everywhere we go, Vertical Artisans, whether it's the World of Concrete or the Concrete Decor Show or whatever, you are just killing it, dude. I mean, you know, in Vegas last year, you did the martini glass that was a water feature. It had water, fire, in a craps, like in a craps table. And then at the Concrete Decor last year, you did these awesome stairs, skateboards. Everything was made out of concrete with the logo. I mean, it was just like your ideas, your concepts. It's just like you are cutting edge, man. I mean, and then this, what an excellent piece of just, water feature. I didn't even tell you about that. There's a whole water feature. There's a whole river in the top of this countertop. So not only is it just a countertop, but it is a water feature as well. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this, your thought process? How did you come up with this?
Well, it started off, I wanted something that would be an eye catcher.
Yeah.
When you come to a show like this, you got to be able to separate yourself from competition, have something cool. So I just started thinking and thought what would be really cool is we were introducing our new GFRC line. And I thought, one of the biggest advantages of GFRC, obviously, is the lightweight. So this whole piece only weighs 300 pounds.
Get out.
So with that being said, what we did is decide, I thought, well, would that be cool since it's so light? Maybe we could suspend it somehow and make it look like the table's floating.
And that's when you started getting into the magic arts.
Right. Started thinking. But my father-in-law is he's extremely talented with metalworking, and he engineered what's actually holding it up.
Wow. That's really cool.
Nathan, if you come back tomorrow, we'll take the stuff off. Or you can't. Or
we leave today.
Later on today, we can video underneath.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my plane leaves at 3:30, so if we could do it.
Pull it off after done so you can see all the stuff.
That's cool. Absolutely. Yeah. Tell me, you're an artist, okay, and your work is amazing, and it's like you're totally out of the box. I totally dig that, right? Deco-create Supply is a supply company, so you're not a contractor or a supplier or an artist. I mean, you're like kind of everything in one. Tell me a little bit about your company. What do you do, and what is Deco-create Supply?
Well, I actually did start my concrete career as a contractor. So I contracted for 7 years, and in 2007 I opened Deco-create Supply because I wanted to stay in the business, but just not have all the headaches that kind of come along with contracting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I decided that I'd do Deco-create Supply and just kind of do some training and stuff like that to learn and help guys learn a little bit more about the products that we're selling and to train them.
Yeah.
We do a lot of different trainings at our facility. What kind of makes us unique is we actually do that in-house. We don't bring in a manufacturer to do the trainings. We actually train guys. I haven't married myself to one company. We sell a lot of different, because I feel like certain companies make certain products that work better than others.
Right.
And I've personally field tested every one of them.
Yeah.
So I know, so we're able to troubleshoot.
Yeah.
And probably, better than a lot of companies out across the nation.
Yeah.
Because of the supply, I've actually used them on jobs. So that's kind of what separates us. And as far as this other cool shit, I just like doing cool things with concrete.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. It's very, very fun to have an idea like this. A lot of work, but fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, as a manufacturer, or I'm sorry, as a distributor, I should say, what is your freight friendly? I mean, who can you service?
We ship a lot of things all over the country. We get very competitive rates for shipping. Another great thing is that if we're shipping out of state, there's the tax. We don't have to charge tax on it.
Right.
We do that or not? Yeah, we don't have to charge tax, so it actually kind of helps compensate for some of the freight costs. So with that being said, we're shipping all over the place. We have a lot of little knick-knack tools that guys can't get if they're regular suppliers. If they're not strictly a decorative concrete supplier. Like at our store, we hardly sell any rebar or wire or things like that, like it's the bread and butter for the other guys.
Right.
It's all decorative color, sealers, everything that has to do with decorative concrete, and we actually have this stuff. That's what separates us too. We actually have the products in
ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go as soon as you come in. We're not going to have to order it. We're not going to have to. It's there.
Excellent. That's awesome. Well, I know you've got classes. I know you teach. That's another really cool aspect of what you do. Your website, Deco-create.com. Do you post up trainings?
Absolutely. We have all that stuff on our website, and we just launched last week our online store. So go in and check that out. It's very easy to check out. Fucking Butterfield. I'm sure you edit that.
Can we start over?
No, dude, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Nathan.
Keith from Butterfield. Always keeping it real.
What do you got over here? Are you my competition? Do you make your own stuff? What is this stuff? How is this thing being supported? Did you make it?
Oh my gosh!
Never tells the secrets.
Don't give away family secrets, brother. I'll be back to interview you, and I'm going to have Jason come visit you.
You should do that.
But anyhow, so we just opened up our online store, and we accept credit cards. It automatically calculates the shipping and stuff for you, so you know exactly where the how much you're going to be for shipping and things like that. So it's very interactive. A lot of cool pictures to look at. We got some nice YouTube videos that kind of explain a little bit about our trainings and things like that.
I'm actually looking forward to hopefully getting some curriculum from you that's unique and putting it up on Vertical Artisans for the artists that we have. Every artist in our industry has unique insights and perspectives, and to be able to share that, and we're creating a whole new wave, a first generation of unique artists that share information.
That's one thing that's really great about the decorative concrete industry is I don't have any secrets. I'll explain exactly. If you call me up and want to know how we did some of this stuff, that's not a problem. I just feel like if everybody's doing good work, it helps everybody.
Right.
If everybody's using stuff the way it should be, it helps the whole industry.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing with coming to events like this that we're at and stuff. It really helps. You can pick up a lot of tips and tricks that you would normally, otherwise not be exposed to.
Exactly.
So these type of things are really great for the industry. I'd like to see more people come.
Well, I'll tell you what. After lunch, we're going to come back here and take a look at the magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the heartbeat of this thing, because it is impressive. I mean, when I first walked up, I'm like, I was doing double takes. I mean, and the whole, it almost looks like there's an imaginary box right here that's supporting it, but I'm telling you, that's just a shadow from the piece right here. It's completely suspended. And it's really nice. And of course, the floor is cool. I recognize the pattern of the inserts here. There's a stamp or some kind of a film that you pour your countertop mix on. It's really, really, really nice. Very, very impressive. It's super cool. And I'll tell you what, it's doing exactly what it should do, and that's getting the attention of people when they walk by. it has accomplished what you wanted it to accomplish.
It's funny, people will walk by and do a double take, and they think some people thought it's being hung from the ceiling. Other people think that it's just you just can't figure out how it's being held up. So.
And as an artist, you probably have a half a dozen tips and tricks that you would do differently next time to improve it.
We were under a time constraint, like any of these projects that we do.
Oh yeah.
And,
so we could just totally.
Oh yeah, there's definitely things I would do differently next time for sure. But I think it turned out pretty good.
Oh yeah, big hats off. It is really cool. It is really intense.
If you have to come back later, we actually have Jeff's going to get, and we didn't do this right away at the beginning of the show because we kind of dirtied it up a little bit. But we're going to put, we have a special film. It's just as wide as this here.
Yeah?
It's just a plastic film, and then we have a projector that we're going to project a waterfall.
Dude!
Onto that. But what it did, though, is it made it look like this is what was holding it up. So
of course.
Kind of made it, but we're going to do it today later on. So
you know, there's some new technology I saw in Vegas. It's not new, but it's really starting to. There's guys that are developing it, using vapor as the backdrop.
I actually tried that.
Really?
Before this.
No kidding.
I actually tried that before this, but I couldn't get it. It's too light. It has to be pretty
you
dark.
need to have a pretty dark
It's gotta be
environment.
dark
Yeah.
to be able to make it work, but it is really cool because I did it in the dark. I had the stuff and I made one of those. That's what I was going to do here.
Yeah, I saw fire and it was just vapor, and it looks like it looks like real flame.
If I could have got that to work, that'd have been.
That would have been killer. Oh yeah.
But I tried projecting our waterfall on vapor like that, and it looked great in the dark, but in the light it just didn't show up.
Indeed.
So we had to change plans a little bit.
That's really, really, really cool.
It's funny you said that.
Yeah.
I actually did that.
Cool.
I wanted this whole thing to be like an illusion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I think you got it. I think you got it. For years, I mean, all throughout my 20s and 30s, I thought, maybe I should, take a career in magic, because I am an amateur magician, and I create my own card tricks and illusions and things like that. So I like.
I got a good card trick for you, but you have some.
I engineer tricks, and the way I develop them is just like any other illusion. You start from the impossible and work your way back, and then when you perform it, then you've got your trick. And so I completely appreciate what went into this, and it's really, really nice. Excellent. All right, wonderful. Deco-create Supply, guys. Deco-create-supply.com. Jason, an industry leader. Check out his website. Get involved. If you're local, or if you need any kind of product, check out his site. Take a look at some of the things that he offers. And looking forward to it. Thanks a lot, man.